Hello, everyone. Welcome to Midas Live. I'm Ed Molesky. We've got a real interesting interview here today. Clint Seukeran is one of the winners of the Retail Cannabis Lottery in Brampton. Clint, how are you? This is Ed Molesky.
Hi, Ed. I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you're already in business. You own a business, CGS Foods, a coconut water importing company. So you're already a businessman, and you have an MBA from Guelph. So what was your reaction when you found out that you're one of the lucky winners? Because a lot of people applied for this.
Oh yeah, quite a few people applied. Absolutely. You know, I was in shock. At first I thought it was some spam or some junk mail that was being sent out to all the applicants. You know, everybody was getting this letter, and you know, I was just skimming through it. And I said, look at how much they went through to try to fool me. And you know,
what they went through to try to fool me. That's funny.
So, you know, and my brother was sitting next to me, Christoph, and I said, Chris, you know, take a look at this. Does this look real? And he went through, and then he said, oh yeah, there's the letter, and he opened it, and he said, yes, this looks real. So I said, okay, give me that.
So wow, they notified you by mail.
By email, yes.
By email, okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, it was you know, first trying to validate that this email was real, and you know, when we saw the attached letter with the seals and you know everything, then yeah, it began to, and I was just elated. I was so happy. I just really was, you know, I felt really blessed to be chosen to partake in this new kind of.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So what are you thinking here? Are you when you win this license, there's a number of things you have to do. Like they give you some deadlines, right? Like you have to do this by this date. You have to do this. Now, what about like financing? I mean, is there a lot of money involved, you think, in setting this up? Will the banks be willing to help you, or will you have to figure out financing, or maybe you've already got the funding lined up?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. You know, the thing is, it's essentially a project we have to manage. We have deadlines, and we have the financial requirements for those deadlines. The one I'm focusing on right now is the 5-day deadline, which is coming up, quickly approaching on Friday. So we're trying to read those short-term requirements. They are a bit tedious, to say the least, to achieve those things in such a short time frame, seeing that, you know, I didn't really expect to win. If I expected to win, sure, I would have had everything listed. You know, everything would have been ready, sitting on my desk, ready for submission. But I didn't expect to win, just like, you know, I'm sure 50, the other 25 as well, at 24, I mean, didn't expect to win as well. So it's really that uphill battle trying to get everything ready in time, but I'm well equipped to do it. The banks, however, have been somewhat of an encumbrance. The large banks don't seem to be willing, or the banks that I work with don't seem to be willing to enter the cannabis space or fund or even open accounts for people in the cannabis space. So that is an issue. In terms of funding, funding is, we're talking about one retail store. No, we're not talking about hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
We're talking about one
store
to open in GTA. So the funding really isn't that difficult to acquire or to secure. And you know, that's not the issue right now. The real issue is compliance.
Now, I understand that if you wanted to, you could sell this license. Is that right? Is that a...
No, that would be inaccurate. There is a prohibition on selling the license. I'm not sure when is the expiry date.
Okay.
But okay. I'm not at all interested in selling this license.
No, of course. Okay, good. So and I understand here. I'm reading here where you want to do something good and create something beautiful and fantastic for Ontario.
That's right. Before I won this lottery, as it's called, I was engaged in health food. I really want to do something that's substantial and beautiful, something that we can be proud of. I produce coconut water as well. I have two companies, one in Canada and one in the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic company manufactures the products that I envision.
Okay.
And one of them is pure, raw, natural coconut water. So we're not pasteurized and all of these other things. So we try to keep it real and authentic. So this entrance into this market now allows me to extend my reach with my vision. So what I want to do is essentially, extend my, my products and my different, into the market.
Have you been approached by any marijuana companies at this point?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So you're probably getting a lot of people trying to contact you to talk about expansion or helping you accomplish your goals.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's nothing.
So what are some of the questions they're asking you?
Well, they really want to figure out, what are my plans? How can they fit into my plans? If we have similar visions, similar missions, that's what they're really trying to investigate. What is my my position right now to see if there's any opportunity for us to work together.
And now, are you considering doing like some kind of a joint venture, or I guess it's probably pretty early. I mean, you probably have so many possible alternatives in terms of how to do it. Would you be allowed to take on a partner?
In terms of that, I really haven't investigated the laws enough, and I can't really comment to that. But I've always been someone who engages all the stakeholders. So I'm not about just doing my thing solo and in isolation. I know nothing about the market. I want to engage as many people as I can and assess each opportunity individually and see which one is the best fit for me and which one is the best fit for my vision. What else do they bring to the table? Everybody's bringing money. What else can we bring to create something that create value at the triple bottom line? I don't just want to look at the economic benefit. Social and environmental benefit must also be part of the equation here with this opportunity, especially as we're new and we're starting off the industry. Let's do it right.
It sounds like you got a pretty good head on your shoulders. I think you're taking a very good approach to it. I really do, because there's more to, obviously more to life than just the financial aspect. There's a lot involved here.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I think, ever since entering business, I really learned that, I don't want to sound bad, but capitalism really does not allow niceness. You have to be very harsh and very hard to succeed. And, I have always been one to try to show that that is not an absolute fact. Yeah, we can do good.
You're in a position to help people here as well. And helping people is a noble cause.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that's where I derive most of my satisfaction, from seeing the good that I do and the butterfly effect of it. The magnification of that effect is much more potent than me securing, millions of dollars and growing my business. The magnification of doing other things also brings benefit to society and to me and to business as well. You build a lot of reputational capital, you build credibility. These things are also critical to business success.
Well, that's great, Clint. I really think you got a good head on your shoulders. Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're going to leave it there, and we may reach out to you again in the near future. And if you have any questions about strategy, or you want some independent advice, feel free to contact us. We're here.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer very much. It was a pleasure speaking with you, sir.
Thank you, Clint. Good luck.